Okay, so today is Saturday, 25th of May 2024, and when I started and completed this room and hence this video, it was in August 2023. So it's been a little while, but I've just not had the courage to go through my files and actually put this together, and we're finally there. So I'm finally presenting to you how I redid my office room, my office space, where I spend most of my time since I work mostly from home, 4 days out of 5. And also, this is where I love to write, read, etc. So, this is the most important room for me in this whole house. Therefore, I think I'm just going to take you through it, and there's not a whole lot of talking. It's going to be a lot of B-roll, and maybe I'll talk over it. Okay, so hallway, that's the door when we come in. Toilet downstairs. There we go. Kitchen. Living room with all the stuff. And then garden. Downstairs, pantry storage. One of the 2 bedrooms. So that room is actually the one that I end up taking as my room. It's the room I'm in right now. And the room you're going to see after is the one that I initially thought was going to be mine, but then we swapped around. There we go. And then the other bedroom, which are going to become offices. Main bathroom, and then when you think it's over, this is where we're gonna have the master bedroom in the attic. And here is the office in which I was talking to you a second ago. So as you come in, I have put for now the 2 bookcases that I own in here, and I've ordered a 3rd one so that I can fill this wall. Here is my current desk setup. On this side I have my current coat rack, and then the rug and this sofa bed, which I already owned as well. It was part of the old flat furniture, and this lamp, which I also already owned. So this sort of dictated the style that I'm going to go with here. And this is the wall where I'm going to have all the bookcases, where currently there are 2. And these are the samples, the swatches that I wanted to try. But obviously I think this one top left is the correct one to go with. The reason why is that I think it'll work really nicely with the color of my drawers, and I'm going to have a second set of drawers that I'm going to put in there. So that'll work nicely. And in order to make all of this work, I have made a little mood board. So this is sort of the situation, things that I am liking, and also just wanted to see things working together with items I already owned. And I really want to go with an accent wall, which will be this wallpaper, which I've also ordered sample from. I've never put wallpaper up in my life, so hopefully it will go fine. But it is paste the wall wallpaper, so you're just meant to put the paste for it on the wall first, and then you can slide the wallpaper on and off it if it's not aligned perfectly. So that's sort of the idea. And then some of these images are the mood that I'm going for, just in terms of like the darker walls and the library feeling, and some of the orange coming through in the chairs, like the burnt dark orange of the couch, which is this one. So yeah, one of the things that I want to really start with is just painting an undercoat. Why do I need an undercoat? You might be looking at these walls and think, this is a light color, you can paint dark on top and it'll be fine. Yes, however, I would like you to take a good look at these walls and see if you can spot the issue here. All of these little traces, and let me change the lighting so you can see better. These are all blue tack marks. And I have scraped the hell out of all this blue tack. That is just one tiny wall. this entire wall, this entire fucking wall was covered in blue tack. And in some areas I've also filled in with polyfiller. There were some hairline cracks by the windows, which I know means probably moisture coming in. But yeah, I've filled these in. I still have some areas I need to fill in, like this. This is the two wallpaper samples that I have received, and I love both of them. The thing is, when I prop them up against the wall like this one has a little bit of that bright orange in it and the red in the birds as well, and it goes really nicely with the rug and with the couch because of that. At least it just feels like the colors match. So when I put it up on the couch, it just looks good together. It just looks really nice. But then if I hold it up against the blues, I feel like it doesn't work as well. Okay, so if I hold it up against the colors, I'm worried it doesn't work as nicely with the drink as it does with, for instance, it works really nicely against the establishment, but I don't like the establishment enough to paint my whole room in that color, so I feel like I don't want to go down that route. It does work nicely as well with 2am, I find. I feel like maybe it would work fine because of the green in the leaves, and it might end up looking okay, but the blues seem to clash, and I'm worried about that. I feel like maybe the blues just don't work nicely together. Now if I hold up this one, the other one that I liked, against it, I feel like it works really nicely with the drink, and I think it's because of the green in like the bird and stuff like that, so there's quite a bit more green inside the painting, and I feel like that just that works nicely with this type of blue because it has a lot more teal undertone to it. I don't know if you can see me and the stuff I'm holding, but you get the idea. I've now received the paint and the roll of wallpaper as well. I have painted all of the walls white. The only one I did a double coat on is behind me. The other ones I've only done just one base coat. So I wasn't super careful when it comes to things like radiators and stuff, because I think I'm gonna end up painting them as well. They look like they've been painted for sure, a similar color to what the walls were before. So I think the plan is I'm gonna start painting today. And I'm gonna start with the most difficult wall, which is the one where the radiators are, because that way that one will be done and the rest is so much easier because they're plain walls. And also the one with the radiators is where I normally had my desk, like the desk that I'm working on were pushed against. I don't know if you can see them properly. So I'd like to have that set up again as soon as possible so that I can work regularly on Monday when work starts again. Progress has been made, as you can see behind me. So I've now painted 2 walls and a half. So essentially I've done this one and there's like a corner there, and I've just not done the other half after the corner, which I still need to do, but I was painting until quite late last night. My experience with the coat paint is that it is really good. It doesn't splash around at all. I have nothing like on my hands compared to the white paint I was using as an undercoat. And I do find that one coat almost looks like enough a lot of the time. You just look and you're like, wow, that's it, that's done. But then you look closer and you're like, no, there's some areas where I need to add a second coat and just patch it up a little bit, because there's some areas that have a little bit of white showing through. I guess it's more visible because it's a dark paint. That said, it is hard to spread around. I feel like I have to fill my roller a lot and just constantly go back and add more paint. And so I'm going through so much fucking paint just to do one coat, and I'm almost finished. I almost have nothing left in the big bucket that I've got, which was 2.5 liters. And I'm gonna have to open the other one, the 1 liter one for sure. I'm definitely gonna finish painting that wall today, and I probably will not be putting up the wallpaper immediately because I don't know how to do that yet. I need to figure it out. I now have finished putting the wallpaper on the wall and it's starting to come together so nicely. It just looks so good with the lamp and the sofa and the color on the walls, like the paint and the wallpaper just look so good together. You can easily get distracted by a dog and therefore you don't see the seams. Excuse you. Very nice. You cannot eat the microphone. He just wants to eat this. So where it comes to the plugs and also the edges, so like next to the skirting boards and stuff, you can see in some areas I didn't do a great job of cutting it properly. And I'm gonna need to maybe touch up a little bit in some areas, add some paint or something on top, because you can see the edge where it ripped off a bit because it didn't cut properly. But anyway, you don't notice it from afar because I painted, and I think that's where I really notice it with the seams, because it's white underneath and so you can really see it. I don't think it's too bothersome. I'm not too bothered by it, but it's just that I'm happy that I did, for instance, the edges around the plugs, the areas next to the skirting boards, and same with the ones at the top, with the molding at the top. But the ones at the top, you can sort of see the edges where I've cut. Other than that, I'm so happy. It's such a gorgeous wallpaper and it goes so nicely with the rest of the room. This is literally it. That's the whole reveal. As you can see, I still have a lot of mess that I've created since I actually did this room, or, you know, mess that has stayed, as in I still have 2 cardboard boxes that every now and then I pull an item from, but other than that, they have not moved. And I know they're still there and I know I need to take care of them. However, you can see here, for instance, I have swapped my summer and winter wardrobes. So for instance, all of these jackets are for my spring, summer sort of outfits, and above them you can see I have also some paintings and things that I have done since then. So let me show you. And yes, this is a painting of my good boy Edgar, which I did do. He's right there. As you can see, I do have a permanent mess at the moment, and I'm not talking about the dog, I'm talking about the multiple handbags that, for some reason, I swap from one to the other. And are you really gonna clean up your willy right now? Okay, great, thanks. So as you can see, I still have those handbags that I'm just keeping there for some reason. And I also have these two cardboard boxes that I'm also keeping there for some reason. I need to get my life together. I have a lot of mess that is just sort of stored right there and that I need to sort at some point. Things that I don't actually need or things that I need to store away. I have two umbrellas over there, and I have books that should go on the TBR shelf that I still have not put on the TBR shelf. I also have over there books that I have read this year and I have not put back into the books that I have read shelves. And I have these broken blinds that I have replaced with these. They look extremely similar. And I need to replace these as well. So I'm going to have two of these and I need to throw that away. And I also have these two bags of clothes that I need to donate to charity shops. But apart from all the mess, I'm pretty fucking happy with this. I did not film the process of me hanging this mirror, probably for the best because it did not go as planned. It looks very smooth right now, but there's several holes underneath that should not be there. And I hope that you enjoyed this little process. It was a few months ago now, and since then I definitely could have sorted all of the mess that I still have. Don't be mad at me, this is just the reality of living. If you did enjoy this content, please leave a like, a thumbs up, consider subscribing to my channel, ring that bell, all that jazz, and I will see you guys in the next one.